Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Christine. I make athletic clothing reviews and fitness gear reviews for women, and today we are going to be talking about Ghost protein supplements. Now, if you haven't heard about Ghost, I mean, you probably have since they're all over Instagram. I get ads all the time. Their affiliates are a bunch of popular YouTubers. They have like Max Tuning and Christian Guzman, so they're well out there on social media. But today I'm going to be talking about their protein, specifically the Chips Ahoy and their fruity cereal, which I have here next to me. But if you would like to see more reviews like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the like button so that I know that you enjoyed watching this video. Alright, so like I said, we have the Chips Ahoy protein powder here, which I'm going to be reviewing for you guys, and my personal favorite, the fruity cereal milk, and we'll get into why I like this one more than this one, but we're going to be comparing them. And I want to kind of break this down to you guys for like 4 major areas I want to review. So that includes the ingredients, the blendability, the consistency, and the overall taste of the powder. So let's get into it. So starting off with the ingredients, with this review in each 4 of those different categories I'm reviewing, I'm just going to rank them like out of 5 points. So starting with ingredients, one thing that I absolutely love that Ghost does, and I haven't really seen a lot of other supplement brands do this, is they fully disclose what's in their whey protein blend. If you look in like ingredients on the back of the bottle, a lot of the times it'll just say whey protein blend. And you're like, okay, but like, what exactly is that? This fully breaks it down for you here, and I don't know if this is focusing on the bottle, but as you can see, it breaks down the per serving, how many grams they have of the whey protein isolate, whey protein concentrate, and hydrolyzed whey protein isolate. So I love that they break that down for you. And then as far as like macros in this, like it's very clean. 120 calories, 1.5 grams of fat, 2 carbs, and 25 grams of protein. So very lean, clean protein, which I love. So as far as ingredients go, my only, I don't want to say complaint, but the only improvement I would see that they could do is they do have sucralose in this, and as far as I know, that's not the best for you. So I'd like to see them use more of a like natural sweetener like stevia. So for that, I will give the ingredients a 4.5 out of 5 for both the fruity cereal and the Chips Ahoy. The nutrients are very comparable. So the Chips Ahoy is fairly comparable. You do have a little bit more calories in this one. So this is 160 calories, and then there's 3 grams of fat, 7 grams of carbs, and 25 grams of protein. I think this one has a little bit more carbs in it because of like the little cookie bits that are in it. But I mean, overall, like that's a fairly decent macro list right there. All right, so starting off with the first here, the fruity cereal. I wanted to show you guys kind of the consistency of just the powder itself first here, because there is a difference between this one and the Chips Ahoy. This one, as you can see, really doesn't have any like chunks in it at all. It's pretty much just a powder blend. So here is 1 scoop of the whey protein powder with about 8 to 10 ounces of water. Ghost actually recommends that you put in 5 to 6 ounces of water, but I don't really like that thicker consistency. I like when it's thinner, and I personally think that a lot of protein powders can taste kind of sweet, so I combat that with adding more water. So we're just going to shake this up. And that's what it looks like after it's shaken up. So you got a little bit of that foam at the top. But let's see what the consistency looks like when we pour it into our glass here. Yeah, that probably looks more like 10 ounces of water there. But as you can see, it looks like it's all blended up very well. So honestly, I would give this a 5 out of 5 for blendability, Honestly, it didn't shake very hard, and it doesn't seem like there's any clumps. This protein itself actually does have a little bit of like cereal bits in it, but you couldn't really see that in the dry powder. But you will see that a little bit on the top there, is that's just like the little cereal chunks. So the protein is all blended, and now it's time to taste. So now it's time to give the fruity cereal a taste. Now, I have had this before, so I know what it tastes like, but I kind of want to speak to it in the moment. And it tastes just like I remember. It honestly tastes like the milk from Twix cereal or Fruity Pebbles or Fruit Loops, something very fruity, hence the name Fruity Cereal Milk. That's exactly what it tastes like. It is very sweet and like it has a nice creamy texture to it. It doesn't taste chalky at all, which I absolutely hate when my protein powders do taste that way. And one thing that I love about this too is it's not like, it doesn't feel clumpy even though it does have little bits of like cereal in it. It doesn't like feel weird texture wise. So consistency and taste, I give this a 5 out of 5 for both of those. I think Ghost did a great job with this one. Alright guys, so what we have here now is the Chips Ahoy protein, and as you can kind of tell here on the camera is that they do have like little cookie bits. You can see like little flecks in there of chocolate bits, and that is just like the little cookie bites. So the consistency of this will look like a bit chunkier, but that's just because it has those bits of cookie in it. All right guys, so I did clean this blender bottle off, and now I put the Chips Ahoy in, 1 full scoop in about 10 to 12 ounces of water. Typically I actually will put a little bit of almond milk in, but for the taste test here I just wanted to see what it would taste like with water. So let's shake them up. So you can kind of see there the like cookie bits floating around. So one thing right off the bat that you'll see here is all those cookie chunks are pretty much just at the bottom of my blender bottle. So that's not my favorite. Okay, so you guys just saw me kind of like scoop off the chunks, and I was actually curious if they floated to the bottom of this glass here, and sure enough they did. I don't know how well you can tell, how well you can see underneath of there, but they did all float to the bottom. But let's give it a taste. Wow, that's actually better than I remember, to be honest. I think I could have definitely gone with less water with this. And once again, I feel like all of protein powders taste better if you add like just a little bit of any kind of milk to them. But I would give this a solid 4 out of 5. Does it taste exactly like a chocolate chip cookie? Not exactly, but I would say they're pretty on point with the Chips Ahoy. Once again, like it's a protein powder, so it's not going to taste like cookies blended up, but they did a pretty good job getting pretty darn close to that. My only complaint, me giving this a 4 out of 5, would be that like all of those chunks are just like at the bottom of the glass, so that kind of sucks. It would be nice, but I guess with the weight of the cookie crumbs, they probably just naturally fall to the bottom. I don't really know if there's any way of preventing that, but overall this is a pretty good protein shake. Okay, so let's go over my final thoughts on Ghost Protein. Is it worth your money? Is it worth the hype? What are the ratings? Do we like Chips Ahoy more? Do we like Fruity Pebbles more? What's the final verdict? So starting with Fruity Cereal, which is the winner. Yay, Fruity Cereal. So this ended up with a 19.5 out of 20, which is amazing for a protein. Just a review in general, like that's a great score, A+. I only took off half a point in that ingredient section where I wish they would have used a more natural sweetener, but blendability, consistency, taste, everything is on point, and I highly recommend this protein. Moving on to the Chips Ahoy. Now, this is a fantastic protein. I don't want you guys thinking I don't think that, but this did score at 18.5, so a little bit of room for improvement, mainly just with those cookie chunks kind of floating to the bottom of the blender and you have to scoop them out. So with that being said, that's my only major complaint, along with the sucralose. So this scored great. And I would also recommend the Chips Ahoy, but ultimately my favorite is definitely the fruity cereal. So I definitely recommend checking Ghost out. I know that these tubs that are 2 pounds retail for $40, but Ghost has tons of different sales and they have them fairly frequently. So I believe I got this for either buy one, get one half off, or maybe buy one, get one free. And I know I got a blender bottle for free at some point, so they have really good sales, and I don't think you need to spend full price on their stuff. I think if you can hold out, then it's worth waiting for the sale. So the final verdict is yes, I would recommend Ghost. I think they're worth the hype, and I definitely think they're worth the money. For protein powders that have good ingredients, $40 is fairly average from what I've seen on the market. So I would say yes to answer those questions. I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I do have other Ghost products, so if you guys are interested in seeing more Ghost reviews, let me know in the comments down below. I have other supplements as well, and I plan on doing more athletic clothing reviews and just fitness gear and maybe even some workout plans. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you're notified for all of that. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Bye!
Baby, you let me in, then you push me out. Now I'm falling down, I'm falling down.